people who may still be up from last night. I guess I don't want to discriminate on that point. Welcome to the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. I'm Trenton, joined by...
Wolf1. How y'all doing?
We're doing all right. I guess Pan is worried about all of us and wants croissants for everybody.
It's a good morning breakfast from Europe here. That's the main thing here. We have two European runners, as I recall. They're for the early morning East Coast. It's a little strange for us, but around time for them.
So it's all going to work good, and for those of us who are going to be up anyways, not a bad thing to start off the morning with some Z1 Randomizer Tournament. I had my granola bar. I've got race up and ready to watch. It's a good day. And we are off, starting up here on Candle Row.
Candle Row corner is not bad. You can cover half the East Coast that way. Once you have a candle, you can jump right back and get about 5-6 spots real fast.
And quick route divergence. I always like seeing divergences. It's more interesting that way. Got the blue dark nuts on the overworld.
Alright, they're in odd spots.
Vanilla 1, who rolled this seed?
Ooh, that's fast find. Cheap candle as well. Ooh, but the left landmolls.
If you can item clip... if you can block clip without an item, you can get in that staircase, potentially find one of the items, but...
The tricky part here is land moles always spawn the left side first. And at least they're slow land moles. They're blue. They'd be really out of hand in there. Panulphe has a bad start. He's going to probably find Vanilla 1 right now as well.
Yeah, it's just an easy open cave to get to from where you are. He went to the vanilla start screen, which also is an easy one, so... There are two locations that make a lot of sense to go to from where you started. And there's our red candle, which is a very welcome sight when you don't have a sword yet.
Inzult breaks in there, finds that red candle. That means half the overworld's open to him. Plus, if you're not a Dark Knight or not a Wizrobe, you're basically vulnerable now.
You can at least kill stuff and maybe get bombs.
Yeah, red candle, in the first 2 minutes of a seed, finding a red candle is almost critical. It's basically finding a sword with a bonus.
And there's the best time to find somebody that's going to steal your money, when you don't have any.
Level 5, just south of start. So Candle Row is already giving up the goods. We got money, we got possibly easy early item. Let's see.
And we got Goma. That's never welcome sight without a bow.
Also with Candle, you may candle yourself and bump to the fire for faster travel strats.
And Pan pulls off the no item block clip as well. So he'll be rewarded with the red candle.
Ooh, not quite.
Okay, I spoke too soon.
Kiss me. Alright, so let's head around back towards level 1. You have all these burn bushes here. So here, the forest and the dead woods are just tons of burn spots.
Oh wow, and this is where things can compound on you, is he knows that red candle is there, and he knows he can block clips, so he's going to keep going back there till he gets it, and unfortunately the land mole's not cooperating.
Alright, any roads are found by Inzult. Yes, west or east of start, we have Death Mountain. We have Death Mountain Armos.
A start and Death Mountain, this is already a good any road, I don't care where the other two go.
And Forgotten Spot.
That's not bad. That takes one of those annoying spots to travel to off the table.
Definitely. Also, you can get around Death Mountain fast. So if you're in the grave, you can jump over there. If you're in the northwest corner, you can jump around. So Death Mountain is kind of annoying. There's a lot of staircases to go through. They all take time to walk down.
He's going to take a look for the Armos item. He'll just find a blue ring shop. It looks like that's going to be fairly common this seed.
You've seen 2 already. So the odds of it being the common shop are pretty high now.
But no bombs for sale yet. Hopefully that's not an only one. Well, there's the magic sword right by start.
Now this is the knife. Unfortunately, it's a lot of hearts. 10 to 14, and with early red ring, they might be doing enough damage in the dungeons to not worry about that kind of thing. Potion shop in Vanilla 6. You see Inzult stopping in most of these places. He's marking a tracker or map of some sort. Very smart in a giant grid dungeon with Hyrule Overworld is.
Yeah, there's so much to keep track of.
Panulphe sees
Yeah.
5, walks in, sees Goma, walks out.
Inzult, by the way, finds a key and bait shop, so one of those utility shops, you might need it. Always good to know where one is.
Yeah, as a rule, knowing it's right by start too. So as a rule, knowing the keys are right there. Your key blocked real hard, and you have some spare money. If they find red ring early or something like that, they'll have money to spend. So it's a good thing to have in your back pocket.
So now we're headed towards the Vanilla 3 direction. And Pan's money that he had gotten has taken a chip out of it.
Alright, half heart is a little dangerous with the red candle, because you have to time your walking. If you're attacking, you can't just keep going forward. Not to mention swords are over, because Lionels are fun.
We see Inzult going for the screen scroll. It's a good time to mention this is never required, but that doesn't mean it won't help you. But if you see this, don't ever be scared off from the randomizer, because you will not need to do this to be able to advance.
That goes for any scroll. So ladder scrolling, going over extra space with ladder, block clipping, all those things are not required to beat a seed. They make it much easier, but not required. Big honk and big secret. Good stuff. So they want blue ring, it's basically in their grasp. Otherwise, any hints you find, they push a shop you find, dig in.
And we get level 4 found. All these levels so close to start.
So a central cluster there, you have 3 levels in like a 4-screen radius. So once they find a sword, you see triangles flying fast and furious.
If there's any downside, though, not really the dungeons you want to find first. 1 is always one of the better ones to find first, and 2 is another good one because of the item being available so easily.
Yeah, the main thing with their 1 is they need bombs, so they haven't gotten any... Well, Inzult has bomb drops now, but 1 appeared to be bomb blocked for the Ranger.
Yeah, always tough when you're starting without a bunch of bombs and you need to explore part of the world that you can't access.
Don't forget the key shop. Death Mountain has the magical key as the white sword item.
Well, that's handy. Now you just got to find a couple hearts.
Ouch. Both of them are running afoul of enemies. Dark don't care about your candle. And Panulphe, unfortunately, was dancing between a few projectiles. You might see Inzult back on 1 now because he has bombs to get past that wall.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Still 1 item, but one of the shorter dungeons.
Plus, you get a heart container out of there too, so you can get a good start for the seed and be one step closer to that white sword, or possibly at the white sword itself once you have 4 hearts.
Yeah, we know now that white sword will be in one of the dungeons. So that will be one of those preferred items when it doubles your combat ability, basically.
As mentioned, I was actually thinking about the white sword item, the magical key. So if you can get magical key early on and just whole seed, if the room has a compass, a map, or a triangle, I care about it. Otherwise, I can blow through. I don't need keys anymore. That saves a whole ton of time the earlier you find it.
So this is a pretty nice pace for finding levels. Here we are just 8 minutes in, and we've already got a bunch of them. Haven't been able to get too deep in them yet, but...
I mean, they could have gone deeper. They're semi-wisely deciding that, candle fighting is doable, but against certain enemies, it's kind of slow. Like fires, you gotta get pinned to a wall, then chase the bats around.
Got the staircase here in 4. And strangely enough, the enemies don't want to cooperate. It's like they're trying to kill you or something.
Yeah, fires are actually kind of annoying. If you pin against the wall with a fire, they'll kill it back instantly. That's easy. But if they're in the middle of the room, you hit them, they just launch across the stage until they hit a wall. Inzult trying to do the candle clip. There we go. You can get through it just the easy way now. Hey, a raft.
Well, we don't yet know if it's required or not. It'll open up 2 other spots on the world map, and one of them's pretty close to start.
That's fast find. It opens up 2 spots that are usually a little pain to get to. And frankly, my last seed, both 3 and 9 were raft blocked. So, give me that raft.
Yeah, even if you got a sail not to save the princess, you'd still probably want the raft until you know where the check-innies are. Which, by the way, another hidden benefit of getting that red candle early is when you get the choose-innies, now it's really easy.
Hearts all the way. So it picks out 4 now, deciding that the slow killing of enemies, and he wants that 1 key. He doesn't want to waste it on the middle of 4 and see a ladder block or a dig dogger and have to go find another key somewhere.
Okay, chat, for those of you here in the States that got up early to enjoy some speed gaming, what was for breakfast? Make me hungry.
I got my seltzer right now. Can't do early morning food.
Level 6.
Yeah, most of us got up early. Cobra just didn't go to sleep.
Coper sleeps?
Not usually, no.
I like that. Pick up the key before you up, eh?
Those are the important details. I've walked into an item room, got almost the item. Like, yes, I got it, and I up-aid. No, I didn't quite get it. Level 6 is a monstrosity. Level 6 is Crocomire. It is huge, it is massive. Hopefully you find a quick Triforce in here.
And only 1 item for your trouble.
Yeah, in shape, 6 tends to be a monster. It's the largest of the first 6 dungeons by default. It can be bigger than 7 in many cases.
It looks like he doesn't want to mess with that too much without the white sword. Or a sword. He just wanted to see if that was a quick item. A lot of sense in that. See if you can get one in the first few rooms, and if not, well, come back when you're better equipped.
I forgot there's a Crocomire emote. How convenient. Alright, Panulphe's bacon in Death Mountain. Finally got some bombs. Aha!
There's our wood sword.
Northeast corner.
Vanilla letter shop. Or spot, whatever you want to call it.
Just in time, too, was that Lyle spawned on the staircase. Looking for trouble.
And looks like these Lionels are going to make it difficult to get over.
He's playing it safe here. Because there's any road back over here. And you start in the Bi-Kennel Row. It's a long walk back to the corner.
There's the arrows. I think that's the first time we've seen them.
Which is unfortunate, because 2 of the shops we've seen twice already. So the arrow shop might be a rare shop, in which case it's only there. Elf trying to kind of scroll over there.
Good point made in chat that the Lionels are in the overworld, so because of that we won't see them in the dungeons.
That's true. They're strong, do a lot of damage, but at least they shimmy before they fire. Wizrobes tend to have a set timing. Lionels do a little shimmy and shake, and they let it have it. Octoroks and Moblins the same way. Grias have the weakest overall attack, but they have no warning. They just wing it at you when they want to.
I love the money-making game strats. It makes me happy every time I see it.
Yeah, and see, if it's close to start, you can just simply save and try again until you get what you want. It's not usually the fastest play, but if you really gotta have something, no substitute for free money.
And we find one of the secret coins. Just 25. But
Hey,
every
Chaz.
little bit is welcome.
Mayakoto, yes. Wizrobes can be in the overworld, which means every screen you walk on, you might get punched in the face. Because they just spawn right in front of you.
So Inzult is doing a good job of clearing out this northeast so that he doesn't have to double back in for anything. He's rewarded with finding level 7.
That's kind of annoying, but he's got a sword now, so he can go in there and start digging.
Yeah, this is now the best he's been set up.
Also, level 8's in the forest. That's for that hint. So level 8 is also on the east side. So we have 2 clusters here. We have 7, 6 in the corner there. You got the central cluster of 1, 4, and 5. 8's in the forest somewhere.
Pan, meanwhile, found one of the choose any's, and he's got 4 hearts now.
Your rolling green tunic. 4 hearts, 5 hearts, 6 hearts is important. White sword access, plus you can take a hit. Basically, your 3 hearts. If you see a Wizrobe or a Lionel, you're basically 1 hit away from instantly being tiptoeing around everything.
And also we got that early hint about the magic key, so we know that that is on the table.
On that note, chat, you're testing the enemies and which one's the best and worst. If you walk to a dungeon room, you have 2 hearts left and a wood sword. You do not want to see.
I don't want to see with a room with only 1 gap paths to walk in.
The dreaded blue Wizrobe moat.
Like this. This wouldn't be a fun room to walk in with 2 hearts.
Well, the rooms are
Enemies
bad
nice,
enough.
but
Yeah. The worst is the triple row, where you have to go, it's all alleyways, blue Wizrobes, you simply cannot dodge. There's a phalanx of Wizrobes marching towards you.
gets the heart out of level 7. And lots of Petras in this 7.
Ooh, but lucky here, Stathos has the Triforce.
Don't believe he pulled the item out of this dungeon, though. He got the heart, he got the Triforce.
He did not. Gleeok has the ladder. Level 8 is ladder. White sword on the coast.
Alright, now I'd really want to find level 8.
And Armos has the kill. Nothing else in the right spot. 8 is in the forest, as per the hint we saw on Inzult's screen. Dare be vanilla. Alright, both bases heading over here. Fairly cheap bombs found on the east side there. So close to vanilla 2, you can get your bombs refilled. It's kind of out of the way though.
I always love those cheap bombs. But yeah, you're right, very out of the way. Unless he gets a level here with the Triforce, and we know 8 is nearby, so the whistle could be your best friend.
Behold, level 8.
There it is. One of the levels you always love to find, because you got those 2 items available. Oh, by the way, I didn't realize Pan still hasn't found the sword yet, so he hasn't been up to the northeast.
I was about to say, I'm like, he's gonna just clip carefully because he has no sword. Ooh, Inzult takes a death right by the fairy cave. Or desert cave, you may pick your terminology.
Got one of the land molas down.
Very cooperative. In a room with double enemies of this, like land molas, not so much Dig Dog or Dodongos, they don't care. But double land molas, or if you kill a patch or light, we break it apart and kill one and walk out, the entire boss will be gone. So it's handy if you're really up against it. You just gotta kill him and get out of the way. Just take one down and run. Ooh, no free staircases this seed. You got land molas, you got gomas. It'll work for every staircase.
Inzult now has enough hearts that if he gets to the magic key, he'll be able to get it.
Ooh, Goma takes the kill. Panulphe is
Probably.
setting up those block ups really carefully, but Goma is firing at you constantly.
Oh, Goma. There's never really a good time to fight Goma. It's just more convenient than others.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hideous room.
Yeah, it's a big money of life. 1 heart, 51 rupees. Thankfully, old man stepped shop in the wrong part of town. You can walk right past him.
Although, funny enough, if he had not found the Pickaninny and taken the heart yet, he could have just taken the heart and moved on.
Yeah, at 0, you can zombie out to get no health, but then he goes away. Alright, block clipping is tricky. For Link Sprite, you want to line up his hat with the bottom of the color change of the block. Tap a frame left or right. Mosey on in. If you don't reverse as well, I'm not good at that. Inzult finds the hint shop. Inzult will probably invest. There we go.
So we already knew about the red candle, of course. Now he finds out about the ladder.
Fear is no taking. Scribble, scribble, scribble.
And Goma's got the power bracelet. Might be required. We don't know yet. Well, actually, it means it's a dungeon, so...
Yeah. Goma has it. It's not behind it.
Right.
So, in this case, PB is the, it's odd. It's the least useful of the, overlimbs, like, for actual use. Like, Recorder can do things for you, Raft can take places. But it has the most blocks in the overworld, so it can solve the most problems. Zenka? I don't know. Sometime soon, I imagine. I have to do it eventually.
So Pan still tries to dig out level 8 here, knowing there's 2 items.
And Pan also knows that's the possibly ladder, so this Goma could be holding back a whole lot of the seed. And again, we also know that the bow is not blocked by a Goma, because that would be impossible in the standard circumstances.
Yeah, the randomizer, if you're not aware, does have sanity checks, so it's designed to prevent stuff like needing to block clip to get the bow.
Or anything, really. But yeah, it'll never put a bow behind a Goma block, because Goma can only be killed by a bow, ergo, you can see the problem.
This will also hold true for the Recorder. And Power Bracelet, you can't have it under a block that you need the Power Bracelet for.
Inzult finds the wand. Much easier. The block clip is... Oop, by all means.
Greaterly pick up with the wand because it's white sword damage, so you pick that up, plus you've got unlimited range weapon now. Big help for early combat.
The map is being updated. It's tracking locations of warp zones, dungeons, sword locations. A lot of small stuff. The runners take care of themselves if they want to. For the sake of our sanity, we keep track of the big stuff. Not to mention the handy-dandy what do I have items on the side of the Triforces here.
Okay, so let's ask this question. If you were Pan, do you keep trying to clip this? The sword wouldn't help you get through this, so you can kind of understand why he doesn't duck out to look for it, but it would help the rest of his dungeon.
The sword does kind of help, though. You can actually buffer the input here. So a sword will make you can go up there, swing it, turn around, and go. But with Goma's pressure on you all the time, it's a little tricky to do even with a sword.
J. Coper suggesting using the candle to buffer. Of course, then you have to be extra careful about not hitting yourself.
Yeah, it's tricky, because Goma's always shooting at you, candle's going to get in the way, you fire upwards by accident, and then you have to wait for the candle, By the time the candle shot is waiting for you, you're probably gonna get hit by Goma. It's a real nasty situation to be in. Speaking of nasty,
Man.
a long vanilla staircase full of blue Lionels.
It looks like Pan is going to go look for a sword. While Inzult finds the same block of that Goma, being a real jerk.
Same result. This Goma set up shop in a good spot. He
What
walks
a
in the
screen this is.
Yeah. There's also a setting for sanity in the current flags. That's a easy start zones, so not nearly as terrifying. You can start with full randomization, like Vanilla 2 or Vanilla 6, and go south and have 6 blue Lionels waiting around to shoot you, and have no weapons. I've watched that seed.
So I wonder how long Inzult will try this before maybe looking for the bow elsewhere, but you might need the ladder. Well, no. I don't know how the sanity check works on that, but I assume you won't need the ladder to get the bow.
You can, unless that ladder is in that space. So if the ladder is under that Goma, bow will not be required to find ladder. Technically. So basically, it's a chain of events that take ladder gets you to a raft, gets you to a bow. Basically, for step 1, it can't be blocked by a raft spot or a Goma because you need to get over the water to get to it. If they'll say ladder is in there, you won't need a bow to get to that because you won't have a bow until after you found ladder. So it's kind of like you work backwards, like an old school task kind of thing, where you're just like, this thing kills the final boss. Now, how do I get to here without doing anything stupid?
Here's level 3, was in the Armos location.
My eyes!
Got a key you won't be able to get.
Well, if you weren't awake before, you're awake now. Hey, free Triforce.
Never a bad early find. All these levels really close together, which makes it really easy to find something if you want to try somewhere else. Although, of course, that means level 9 is going to be in the trolliest place you can find. Either that or the ladder. Or no, we know where the ladder is. The bow will be in the trolliest place you can find.
Alrighty, Inzult breaks through finally and gets past that Goma. Finds staircase.
Now just don't die on this side. That's all. Just don't die.
Yeah, the worst part of a staircase is, like, if you go through a bunch of whiz robes and a nasty room to get to it, and, like, if I die, these guys will respawn. This would be trouble.
No push block there.
Seems the set here's pretty tame, though. Lamullas, moblins.
And knowing you're looking for the ladder, this is a pretty good set. I don't think I'd mess with these guys yet, even if there's a chance for Triforce in here. Because I wouldn't be picking it up anyways.
I mean, I'm happy to hide in the doorway and just take 5 shots at the wand. Behold, oh, no, he goes for it.
Well,
We are wrong on all counts. We have been learned.
yeah, don't assume what runners are going to do. Just watch it first. So now if he wants to go back up that way, he's got a block clip past that Goma again. Although now you know you did it. Can do it, so. And if you were going to reset to the start of the dungeon anyways, then it makes sense from that perspective. And Jay Coper saying something along those lines that he'd go back for that key door. Well, Pan picked up the wand, so that was our Armos item, I believe.
Yes. So now both of them have offense. Pan actually has a sword-like item now. Goes right back to 1. He wants to go in there and find some stuff.
2 items in 1, it makes a lot of sense. And just being short dungeon, you know you're probably going to be able to get the other out of here quick. And hopefully keys. Not keys, keys.
Free Triforce. Don't want it. Oop. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Careful chasing
There you
that
go.
fairy.
Yes, one of the annoying things in this game is the dreaded Y force. You're deep in the dark heart of 7, and you're trying to find the Ebb, and you're about 80 rooms in, and you kill Stalfos, suddenly you realize you're holding a triangle.
No push block here. Pan.
That item's hiding pretty well. One also, the push block item was the red candle, so the item would now be on the ground somewhere.
There's the map.
It's a snake that graduated.
Say that again.
It's a snake that graduated.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking water faucet. Spigot it on the side of the house.
Huh, that too, I suppose.
Someone
Hey!
agrees with me. There's the bow. And that's why he dug
Alright.
out this level.
Tell him to go back, buy arrows, and just out of spite kill that Goma.
You know, you're nice and close to this Triforce too, so big level 1. And oh, by the way, let's not understate he did that without a sword.
Yep. Wand's gonna facsimile. And basically, unless he finds Wizrobes, he'll be pretty set sword-wise for the wand. Wizrobes are the foil to that, I would say. I had a race once where I grabbed wand early and said, I don't need sword, I bought candle instead from the opening cave. And then like 5 dungeons of Wizrobes later, he should have got a sword. Hey, recorders also found 3. So 3 is a quick Triforce, quick item. And Dig Dogger can no longer hide. And we can see here chat asking about the sword for Pan. Panulphe has not really made a important point of finding sword. He's done a lot of burning bushes, he's gone to a lot of Armo spots, he's been in dungeons a lot. So Panulphe's been not focusing on the sword itself.
I bet he came back into this room hoping to get that key, and then it goes and spawns at the bottom.
That'd be unfortunate. He's got 3 keys though. And depending on where 3 is, now it's west of Reach of L2, so you can't do the spawn trick. You can't walk in from the left side and erase that door.
And now Pan is going to pick up the raft here at 32 minutes in.
To my knowledge, neither racers tried raft spots, have they? Inzult had the raft for a while, but never actually bothered to use it. There we go. Easy 3. Inzult's done there. Yes, and in chat, the items here are not progressive. They are found individually. Wood Sword is always in the overworld somewhere in an open cave. Blue Ring is always in a shop somewhere. And other items are randomized for the dungeons. Exceptions being you cannot have the bow, the ladder, the raft, the flute, or the power bracelet in 9, which is why they have those markings on the tracker. Because they could be required to find it. And any item that you need to kill an enemy will not be blocked by that enemy.
Also being asked about the requirements for swords, the white sword item has been shuffled, so some other item takes its place in needing a number of hearts to be able to get it. However, the magic sword stays on the overworld, and that has its heart restrictions, which are randomized 2 up, 2 down. Could be anywhere in that range.
In mags, it depends. If the seed throws his heart really crazy, it's an option. If it's really out of the way, far from 9, might not be worth trying to find later on. This seed apparently is heart starved. They've only got 5 each. They've been going out for a half hour now. So it might be hard to find. You have enough hearts for the sword in the first place.
Also, by the way, we are still looking for that white sword item, which we know is the any key.
Ooh, Inzult takes the darkness to the face right before walking that staircase. Unfortunate. Panulphe actually is probably trying to find the magical key, because he's definitely key blocked.
He gets another heart for his trouble.
So when he finds it, he'll have it.
Which is good. You hate to get there only to find out you're one short.
So both races have 3 triangles. They both have the raft. Panulphe has the bow. Inzult has the quarter. So they're really spaced out. They're kind of exploring carefully. For having no sword, Panulphe has kept up pretty well in the grand scheme of things.
So, by the way, since we're about a half hour in, let's run through real fast what we've seen so far. In level 1, we found the red candle. It's right by start. You can see it on the map. They start along Candle Row, by the way, if you didn't see that yet. About 5 minutes in, Inzult was able to pick up the raft. Then he quickly followed that up with getting the Triforce out of level 7. About 25 minutes in, Pan picked up the wand. Then that was quickly followed by the bow and the Triforce in level 1. About 31 minutes in, Inzult followed that up with the Triforce out of 3 and the recorder. And then also about 32 minutes in, Pan picked up the raft. That pretty well takes us to where we are now.
How long can it take? I would say it's random. But no, seeds, you get Jet Seed, it hands you good stuff early on. 40 minutes, 45 minutes is possible, but crazy. If it trolls the living crap out of you, 2 hours is definitely possible. Last night I did 2 seeds for racing. First one was an hour 10. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And next one was 2 hours, so I missed a bomb hole somewhere. Lost Hills the hard way. Cue the Rocky theme. There we go.
And he gets some money for his trouble.
A slightly below average medium secret. Ooh. 3 rocks, 2 directions, and a fireball.
And Pan
Can't
has
dodge all
got
that.
the magic key.
Alright, magic key is... There we go, on the long staircase in Death Mountain. Which means no more key problems. Alright, so the recorder also opens up the lake in the Dead Woods. So it lets you teleport around the map to places you've beaten already. Very important, you have to beat that dungeon. Like, if you have recorder, it's also important to grab a triangle where you go to, even if you come back later for items, because I can get back there in 2 seconds as opposed to getting back there in 10 screens.
Yeah, all of a sudden your strategy might change. Instead of holding off on the Triforce if it's deep in the dungeon, take the Triforce so that you can get back easier. Kind of trumps that consideration.
And then you can gamble.
Pan's going to take the arrows. He does have the bow, so now he'll be able to kill Gomas. And Paul's voice.
And Paul's voices. I haven't seen too many of the seed, but in the last few seeds I've seen and played, Paul's voices have been common.
Oh, did you see mine the other day? I'm kidding. Had them in every dungeon, it seemed like.
I used to think rats were cute, cuddly, fuzzy, and nice. Zelda 1 has ruined that for me. Down with rabbits.
Hey, there's our level 9 right on top of Vanilla starting location. Of course, can't do anything yet.
Let's
But
see
at least
again.
you know it's there.
Again, so you know some other brain. Have your headquarters base about a mile below the surface. No problem.
Question: if they need to get the swords in order, can they skip wood and white? Well, yes, they could if they happen to have enough heart containers, but that'd be really hard to do without a sword. It's actually more common you'll see runners in the randomizer finish with either wood or white sword, then the magic sword. I'm not even sure what the percentage breakdown is, but I haven't personally seen it in one of the tournament matches yet, I don't think.
I'll put it this way: I usually race 1 or 2 scenes a night. I've done it for like a year and a half now, and I've once finished with magical sword first. So, like, there's one seed I've had where I couldn't find Woody, couldn't find Betty, and just went right magical sword because I had so many hearts. So only once have I actually gotten that one first.
Yeah, so
And I've done.
if you want to do this, it's best to practice going the whole way with the wood sword because you might have to do that a large percent of the time. In this case, they won't have to because they know where the white sword is, and you're going to go back and grab it because it's the white sword and it doubles your combat. But sometimes it's stuck down in a dungeon, and how much do you want to dig level 7 hoping to find it?
And also wand find is handy, so that speeds up your combat. And buffering attacks, if you A and B at the same time with a wand equipped, you can, if you get lucky on the same frame, you'll swing both at once, and frame hits count. So you'll be doing, in this case, 3 damage with the wood sword and the wand versus 1 or 2 separately.
And Triforce out of 1 for Inzult. Pan looking through level 2, still without a sword.
And again, Pan has not seen Wizrobes yet, so he's not worried about. No, he has the wand. Like, who cares? Like, until I see a Wizrobe that is immune to the wand, I don't care. To be fair, I don't think I see Wizrobes at all. Which is kind of scary.
Yeah, Inzult has not found the map out of... not the map, sorry, not the map. The bow out of 1 yet, so he's definitely going back in to check for that other item.
Level 2 has Boomerang. Chat expresses their disgust.
Boy, some of this stuff, just too vanilla. Level 1 with the bow, level 2 with the boomerang. What is this?
Hey, Fred's got a very hard job. I don't complain about it too much. Alright, so the slivers are at large. The ladder's in 8 somewhere, but both of them have not decided to delve into that in detail yet. Let's see. What else we have here? Yeah, they're both basically one item away. No, both of them. Inzult will soon have the bow, and then they'll be silver's arrows away from being able to take care of Ganon. A ladder might not be required. Most seeds it is, but ladder is not exactly, concrete required. The assumption is that it is, because, 1 moat room at 9 anywhere can stop you from doing anything. So, the odds of it being not required is very low. I think I've done 2 seeds total with no ladder.
Inzult, by the way, gets the heart. So let's talk about this since there was so much sword discussion. What's the minimum hearts you need for magic sword?
Alright, bare bones, you want 10 hearts. For guarantee, you want 14. So every time you get from 10, 11, 12, 13, you get a 20% chance of grabbing that sword. It says right by start, like literally right by start. No point not trying. Because pressing A for 1 damage is not fun. Pressing A for 4 damage is fantastic.
And why kill a Goma when you can just take his bow instead?
Poor Guyok. You had 1 job.
Or whatever. Or Dig Dogger. It applies to any of them.
I
Quite
went,
fine if you can just take their item.
I went through a spree of like 2 months where I call every boss Patra. Ah, here's a trick. So Dodongo, you can only stun for bombs and kill with a sword. With the wand, you can't do that. So I gotta feed the beast.
Instead, he'll just block clip and see a staircase and say, nah, I'm not ready for that yet. So, how does your strategy adjust when you get the any key? Like, he left that other key door open, whereas I like to pop it open so I can see on my map I haven't been that way easier.
I tell them to close. Usually it means if I go into a room I know I've been there before and haven't gone that way. Occasionally it burns you. And the map also tracks a little weird. And Randomizer, the map is not always guaranteed to show an opening in that direction because of the shapes mechanic. So like that little map on the start menu might not have a doorway pointing that direction. So it's important to you to keep track of yourself if you can.
Inzult is looking through here. He's still got the magic boomerang to find, as well as the Triforce.
Yeah, I've already explained my level 6. Even without that emote there, I said Crocomire. Inzult will dig for the unfortunate Triforce. He will go back later.
How about these swordless strats for Pan? Almost 45 minutes in here, he still hasn't even picked up the wood sword. And he's got over half the Triforce. He's got half the Triforce.
Yeah, again, it's a matter of what he's encountered. If I had wand, I'm like, I'm doing pretty good, and I saw a wizard up somewhere, I'd be like, crap, I gotta find a sword right now. But nothing stopped him. He can kill the giants with bombs, he can walk around other places. Every enemy here is vulnerable. You got the bow and arrow now. So yeah, until something says wand doesn't work, keep using wand.
And Pan gets up the croissant. And Inzult has another Triforce.
Delicious baked goods. And lo and behold, there's a push blocker right up here. Alright, now for all the hate that Boomerang gets, actually in the last tournament with the random settings, there was a seed I had with 0 HP enemies, and Wood Sword or Boomerang did lots of work in that seed. So no, it's there. In early game too, if you have like an overworld full of like Lionels and narrow corridors, you can stun them and walk past them. So it's not worthless having a Boomerang.
So now we know that Inzult is closing in on the any key, or Ala key, or magic key, or whatever key you want to call it. Call it George for all I care.
Well, maybe. He's on the wrong row.
As long as he doesn't run out of bombs, he should be okay. Good day, sir. Fighting the Patra with the wand.
Well, it's not that he's fighting with the wand, he's fighting inside the Patra, which is kind of frowned upon.
Did we see anything good out of that hint shop?
Which one?
Inzult just found the other hint shop and here on Death Mountain. I saw he was in it, but I didn't get to see what the hint was.
Actually, missed out. I was looking at the, Ooh. Ouch. That's a bad death.
Not much money to shop for hints, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, the hint I missed, and Panulphe never went up to that corner.
Oh, I'm being told it was money-making room. I'm sorry.
Here's a hint. Don't gamble.
No, you got 20 rupees. It's the best time to gamble.
Make that negative 47 rupees.
Well, I'm not saying 47 was the best time to gamble, but you got 20 now. Absolutely gamble. I think if I'm under 30, it's an automatic play for me.
Yeah, most things you want to buy in the seed are above 30, so it's a fair benchline. Ooh, Inzult gets clipped by that Dark Nut.
But definitely if I'm sitting at 15, I'll always play the money-making game, because, like, what happens if I lose? I need 2 5s to drop.
What if you want to buy a Heart of Shame? All right, Inzult
Never the Heart of Shame. I refuse. I'll die first. Death before dishonor.
Yeah, it happens a lot. But Inzult here, he's trying to go to the overworld. He's getting hit by random enemies. So the overworld is Dark Nuts and Lionels, and they get like trucks. So even with all these hearts he has now, even with being the seed this long, you start with 3 hearts. Green Tunic still die in 2 hits.
There's our first look at Wizrobes. They're here in 7. And that's enough for Pan to take the Triforce and leave.
See the Stathos of the Triforce? Looks at his wand. Looks back and forth a few times. Says, you know what? Let me use this thing. Very true, the bomb got off. The dangerous thing in a screen like that is to drop a bomb and then be killed or knocked off the screen by accident. So, yeah, at least the bomb went off, opened the hole in the wall before Inzult got killed. That's good.
And no, it's not really a secret anymore, Octorok, but we still like you. Thanks for the money. He's got the power price, so now will you check out this spot?
I think so, but actually this corner is where you find the wood sword.
And he's about to get it. Though honestly, we don't have that much more to find. Not that Pan has been over here yet, but he already found the pickaninnies.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we found all dungeons. They're actually all in Central and Eastern Hyrule. So besides Magical Key, Death Mountain is kind of sparse. Dead Woods is nothing there either. So you can ignore that entire part of the map and be fine.
Yeah, you already got the any key out of it. That was really the only significance up there.
So all the any roads taking to Death Mountain are kind of a troll in this case. They get you there, and then there's nothing to see.
Pan's got the 200 rupees now. Obviously, first choice. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, but I think first choice for most runners would be the bomb upgrades, but we have not seen them anywhere yet.
That is true.
Are you thinking blue ring if you can get enough?
Well, if Panulphe is comfortable with, 70 hearts, and that red ring's at large somewhere, it's very possible to get that just by accident. I think it's that that Panulphe knows that 8 has the ladder, and he's not gone back into it. And it's
See,
right there.
another case for the money-making game. You couldn't even buy the Heart of Shame if you wanted to. It was 25.
Oof. Costs a lot to be poor.
Inzult's still clearing out Death Mountain. He knows the any key is up here because of a hint we got. Or the all key, or the magic key, or the George key, or whatever you want to call it.
Alright, Inzult is actually 2 screens away. Wrong, this screen. Right here. Alrighty, so at long last, you'll find the magical key.
Pan walked by the white sword. Can't get it yet. Inzult's got the any key, the magic key, the all key, the Jeff key, the Dan key, the whatever key you feel like calling it today. Just don't call it late for dinner.
Can't be the Dan key. The Dan key's always on the ground. I've seen Dan. Inzult back on 4. Panulphe should be going back to 8.
Triforce lead for Pan right now, but both these runners still need the silver arrows for sure. And the trouble with needing them is based on what we've seen outside of the dungeons. It could really be in any of the dungeons that still remain, including 9, of course.
Yeah, 9's looking better actually, because 8 we know that the first item's already been found, and the second item is ladder. So we kind of know it's actually no 8. We've not found the other item, have we? No, it's been this Goma's been taking up a lot of space.
And now the Pan has arrows, he can get some revenge. Dragon, I'm going to run through everything in just a couple minutes here. We're going to see Pan get by this Goma first, and I like to make sure the runners aren't right about to pick something up before I run through everything. But yes, very shortly going through the whole list.
We know this one's a staircase, because Inzult broke through before. Pan's disgusted seeing stairs.
And if you weren't hungry enough, here's a bunch of pancakes.
I hear the pancakes eat you. They eat you. What kind of savagery is this? Oh, that's a bad spot to be.
Oh, those pancakes being crazy. In Russia, the pancake...
Alright, 8, unfortunately, staircase did block the entirety of 8 more or less, so Panulphe has to go back through.
Alright, so here's what we've seen so far. The Armos item was the wand, the white sword item was the magic key, the ladder item is the white sword, which neither runner has had the chance to get yet because they haven't found the ladder. Early on, they found level 1 with the red candle in it by the start. It took about 5 minutes in for Inzult to get the raft, 7 minutes he got the Triforce. 30 minutes in, Pan got the Triforce out of level 1, so you start to see that's his first Triforce, how fast he's been going since. Inzult now gets the Triforce out of level 4. 31 minutes, Inzult got the Recorder out of level 3. 32 minutes, Pan picked up the raft. 32 minutes, Inzult got the Triforce out of level 3. 40 minutes, Inzult got the Triforce in 1. Level 2 had the magic boomerang, which both runners took a pass on. About 41 minutes in, Pan took the level 2 Triforce, 44 minutes. He took the level 6 Triforce, 45 minutes. Inzult had the level 2 Triforce. Pan got the Triforce out of 7 at 48 minutes. 52 minutes, Inzult got the magic key, and then here at 55 minutes, Inzult just got another Triforce.
More Gomas. Alright. Inzult busting 8 now. Look at that ladder proper. Inzult's running out of place to check for ladder, so it's basically got to be here at this point. At least in his mind. I don't think Inzult actually found a hint for the ladder.
Level 8 is the red ring.
Get your armor on. Alright, so red ring's an 8, so is ladder. Silver's a 9 is a very strong possibility, if not guaranteed at this point.
Well, it is the most likely spot because what we do know is the ladder has to be outside of 9, and there's 2 item spots in 9. So probabilities definitely go that way.
Which is groan-worthy, because I have to go through all 9 to find not only a pig, not only a princess, but also I find a shiny blue stick. Meanwhile, I'll try to find Triforce in 5, which will be his last Triforce.
Of course, the other advantage too, if you dig out level 9 instead of other levels for looking for silvers, is there's a hint about silvers, so you could potentially find that and find out if you're on the right track or if you need to leave.
Let's see, Hark Chain's out there, the book, the silvers. Basic Boomerang's out there, I think. I haven't seen Basic Boomerang yet.
We didn't find banana either, did we?
No, we found blue banana, not the plain one. So,
right.
So
the one that everybody cares about.
Yeah, so 4 items are at large that we don't know about.
So once again, thank you Speed Gaming for hosting us this morning. We're here about an hour in, so it's a good time to say thank you, Feasel, for being such a great partner to the tournament. Chat, how about some thank you, Feasels? And thank you to all of you who have joined us for some early morning randomizer action.
Question is it too early in the morning for milkshakes and corn dogs? I would say no. Double duty. It's the bomb drop from the buyer there. This 8 is turning out to be a real monstrosity, but no map yet.
So the nice thing about not having found the ladder yet is these dungeons haven't really required it so far. The bad thing is You know where the white sword is, and could I just get the ladder for that, if nothing else?
Also, that 9 is given to be a labyrinth. It's the largest dungeon by default, and one bad moat, or you walk in again and it's in a Chevy room, and you have 2 spaces to walk on while you just run a whole room. It's not a good place to be. You kill Ganon in the middle of a moat, and you can't get the Triforce.
And there's the ladder. It was in 8 all along.
I mean, we knew that. Just dang.
Well, now it's confirmed.
Let's see if Inzult cares about the white sword. The answer is no.
Boy, that especially this deep into a seed, I'd have to do that right away, personally.
Love that. Walks to level 6, gets back into the map again, just kind of stops and sighs. It's like, oh yeah, this place.
And this one was potentially ladder blocked, so.
Alright, so Insult's
Well,
case here.
Triforce is not, but item could be.
Yeah, ladder, I argued a few days back. Mobility is key. Ooh, compass, that helps. But mobility is key. NSU rooms, moat rooms, like, even if you don't need a ladder to get past them, you can fight an NSU room without a ladder. You can't dodge anything. You'll be getting hit constantly, and Dark Knights and Wizards will laugh at you as they shoot you to death. But I tell you can do it. Or you can hop in the moat and dodge them all.
I was wondering if he was thinking about taking out that Dig Dugger to get the 2 more bombs, but he'll take a pass on that. Get Triforce instead. The whistle strat's strange enough not effective. Great thing about the select button is it's a lot easier to click through items. The bad side, it's a little bit easier to get the wrong item. Well, Pan found the other hint shop for real this time. He saw the red ring. He already knew about the bow. And Dig Dogger gazes with the heart container, so 2 useful hints for him there. Curious if now knowing where the red ring is, if that's something he will want to make an intentional effort for. And it looks like Pan is taking a moment to figure out his strategy. Not a bad idea when you've got a breather. Chat, there's no telling if Insult's ever going to go for the white sword. He's got the heart container out of 5 now. So, I'm not sure if we're 100% certain now that it's silvers are in 9, but it's definitely the higher percentage play. Pan, meanwhile, now finds where level 9 is. He still needs the Triforce out of 5. Actually, both runners do. But Inzult has the advantage of actually being there right now. So we were talking about this earlier, about the likelihood you're going to finish without Magic Sword, and you're looking at this and the runners aren't even at 9 hearts, much less the 10 minimum that they would need to possibly get Magic Sword. Now, they do know where White Sword is, but this is a great example of the fact that you better be used to beating Ganon with the Wood Sword, because you just might have to do that.
Yeah, again, you see Wizrobes here, the difference in power. These hits that Inzult's taking for these Wizrobes in the NSU room, in this moat room here, the T room. If he had Green Tunic, he'd be dead 3 times over.
With the bubbles even, so He's robbed of half his chances to hit that whiz rope so far. Oh, that's a timely stopwatch.
Lucky clock.
That key not particularly useful. As he plays Find the Bomb Hole, he went in the direction that he already knew there was more level, so reasonable play. And he's rewarded with more whiz ropes.
Hooray. You don't see me all seed. Why do you look so angry?
Pan is gonna spend the money on the pick any room.
That'd be terrifying. The any bomb.
I mean, I could have 20 bombs. I still don't think I'd want to leave a bomb.
It's that weird paradox that, like, if getting it only gets you 2 bombs, do you bother? Like, if you're 2 away from your maximum, do you waste the bomb, like, in a room drop? Or do you just leave it there for later? Alright.
If it's a room drop, I'll usually leave it.
Yeah. Obviously, if it's an enemy drop, it's going to go away, so why waste it?
Yeah, enemy drop's easy, but room drop, pick it up. Room drop, leave it, and might help me later. I've left a few behind, even in levels that way.
Alright,
Once I even went back for one.
I've been there. Alright, a Goma. Basically, most enemies have a right skewed hitbox in this game. Like, if you stand to the right, you'll dodge your attacks. If you stab a Gleeok to the right of the head, it'll count as a hit for the head. Goma is actually skewed left. So the arrows on the right side don't do anything. And the left side, they'll actually, do hits. So for whatever reason, that Goma is skewed the opposite direction.
Big Triforce for Inzult here in this 5. He now has a direction to head in.
Thank goodness. So Insult's got lucky in 2 dungeons that are huge. He's found the compass fast in 6, which saved him a whole ton of time. And heading south now, this Triforce would be in his hands in literally a minute. If I had any
Double
kind of
key doors make you happy you have the magic key.
Mhm.
And Triforce just sitting on the ground, unprotected.
I'm willing to bet we're off to 9.
Never found the letters, so there's no safety medicine. You're just gonna have to do this on what you've got, but Red Ring makes that a bit better. But will he go for that white sword?
Easy to get back. Yep, 8 to, flew to 8. Run to the coast. Yep, there we go.
Jake Over's rooting for that white sword. I think a lot of us are. We've all been there. That the extra sword damage just makes such difference, especially when you're going into a long dungeon.
Yes, every time you press A, you double your output, which is, you don't think about much. Like, early in the seed, if someone finds a white sword in the first, 5 minutes, someone has one sword, every fight they have is twice as fast. They get drops off of gels. If you find a wand, you get drops off of fires. And... Ooh!
The snipe.
Zoro the snipe.
Of course, the other thing I'm thinking at this point is, we are low on our whiz rope sightings. This could be a very unpleasant 9.
They've been waiting the whole time just for the Wizard to show up. Inzult goes to 7. Inzult wants to dig 7 for silvers?
Boy, without a hint saying that it's here, I would just like to play for 9 so much better. Even if you've got half or 3/4 of the dungeon cleared already. But I guess he just figures that with the extra combat in 9, well, maybe get past these Patras easier.
Well, we shall see what comes of it. Either a really huge payoff or a real waste of time. Because Panulphe's still a slouch, and give them a chance to come on through. Make it pay for it.
J. Cooper correctly points out that if he finds the item here, it confirms the location of silvers regardless, and that's absolutely true. Although you'd have 2 chances at that in 9, in that you could either find the silvers or you could find... Well, there's not an unwelcome sight, except for the fact he doesn't have enough money. The bomb upgrade is in level 7.
Panulphe heading to 5 to finish off the last Triforce. But still no ladder for Panulphe. Panulphe might be just throwing caution to the wind at this point and hoping for the best. You're an hour 10 to the seed. You know, it's a race. It's you and somebody else. Like, maybe you have to take that risk and gamble now because you think you're behind.
So this is a good time to mention that there is a whole lot of Zelda 1 randomizer racing going on lately. We're in the Swiss rounds, so people will be playing over the next 5 weeks, everybody running 1 match a week, so we're seeing 3, 4, and 5 matches a day so far. There's a lot of runners in this race, so show some love. You'll see them all over the place on Twitch. Join us in the Discord is the best way to keep up on the schedule.
So the challenge page is available, so you can go see the current ranking standings and whatnot. There are tons of VODs if you're bored and have nothing to do. You can watch Zelda for literally ever.
If you ever run out, let us know. We'll put more up for you. And still exploring this 9, we know he's going to find the heart container, which is valuable information at this point, but we also know he needs to go through that key door to get to the Triforce.
Chat mentioning that they want to have their opponents see their progress, but that means you can make plays. If you, if someone's a 9 already or has like what the Triforce is, you know that there's a easy item somewhere you're digging through. You know if, you saw a Goma block somewhere and suddenly someone finishes that dungeon. Like, you know someone has a bow and arrow, and obviously it's in one of the places they've not been to, not there. So it provides an advantage for your opponent, which probably shouldn't be given.
Now, even just something like if you saw they had an item 2 minutes in and you don't have one yet, then you know they probably went in the opposite direction you did, and that's the one that has the items, so could change your route.
And furthermore, for the random races, we did a few random Triforce races when they first had the feature. And you would know if you're watching IRC and suddenly someone dot done in 10 minutes, 9's open! Get to 9 right now! Go, go, go! So, like, everyone starts finishing like real fast because they forget the rest of the seed. I'll just go to 9. Who cares? So, unfortunately, it's not conducive to a racing atmosphere.
This level 7.
This level 7 could have been skipped. This all could be unrequired. Or it could all be required, and it's terrifying for Panulphe. We'll find out.
And he gets a 5er for the trouble.
Sorry about your points. Here's some gold.
Asked in chat if every dungeon has 1 heart container. Well, every dungeon has at least 1 heart container. However, because of the White Sword Shuffle, there might be a level with a 2nd heart container in it. Raft is not required to get the princess. Well, we kind of already knew that. Actually, we did already know that.
Oh, this is the worst kind of dungeon too. Like, oh, you guys know. Oh, what are you doing? You have the map.
Okay, Chad, how creative are you? Name that level 5 shape.
It's a tapeworm. Those are the worst levels. Like, Panulphe is lucky that he isn't blocked by a ladder or moat somewhere. Because if it's a linear 5 like that and you cannot go anywhere but the next room over and over again, the chance of there being a block is just progressively more and more and more.
So Inzult is out of 7 now. You would assume he's heading towards 9, but probably bad to assume.
I got it's the outline of an eagle's face. There we go.
Okay, one of those anonymous shadowy profiles. I can buy that one. And he's back to level 7. And Pan has the Triforce out of 5, so we'll see if he's going straight to 9. And if you're curious, that puts our runners about 7 minutes apart for getting the last piece of Triforce. Inzult got it at 1 hour 7 minutes. Pan just picked it up 1 hour 14 minutes. Pan is the first into level 9, but he gets to do it with the wood sword instead of the magic. But he does have that wand, so that is helpful. Not quite the same, but it's helpful.
Alright, very lucky now. So any of these moat rooms, a Chevy room. I haven't seen many Chevy rooms, have we? They're probably all in 9 somewhere, which is gotta be terrifying for a Panulphe. With that ladder, that room will stop you cold. Now, Jiggly, I've seen Siege where if I had to go to Ganon's room, bomb out of the room, and then go to a staircase behind that to find the silvers. Like, sometimes Ganon tries really hard to stop you from getting those arrows.
And sometimes you just have to walk a very linear path all the way winding through the dungeon to be able to get it. And right now Inzult wishes he had another 80 rupees.
Thinking, maybe if I cover the 1-up, it'll just be a 10. It'll be fine. And maybe I'll make a lot look. Actually, Cooper's a very good point. They were both in 7, weren't they?
Don't you hate that? And that can make for a very unpleasant level 7 when you have to do it on minimum bombs.
Inzult might be saying, forget it.
There's the silvers. They were a 9.
Ooh, very close to start as well. You go left a few staircases right there.
So this is a big play for Pan, although, you know, how cruel would this be? There's still the potential of being ladder blocked.
Alright, you've killed my minions, you've killed my bosses, you've stolen my silver arrows. But can you stop water? Also, tons of land moles. They're very lucky they have red ring. Ah, Inzult, my boy. Going right first. That's the way.
So we are listening for Ganon's roar, knowing that that would mean he's in an adjacent room. We also know that Inzult will hopefully find the silvers fairly early.
Once you have silvers, there's 2 policies. You can either go through and comb the rooms one by one, or you can just hop staircases and try and get lucky.
Kidnapped awaits in the southwest. Zelda's going to be in the southwest quadrant of this dungeon. Boy, what a place to find that hint. You're nowhere near her. But still looking for Ganon, so makes a lot of sense to be in the middle of the map, knowing the most rooms are around you, trying to pick up that roar. Well, we have Inzult's audio, by the way, not Pan's, so we'll only know the roar if Inzult finds it.
Correct. Yeah, once I have the I need to find Ganon, I simply try to cover the room as fast as possible. But I'm also averse to staircases because they just really shuffle you around.
Oh, not good for Pan.
There's trouble.
Now, we don't know if that's a required path, but it's gotta nag you.
Technically speaking, yes, that is southwest.
And
Technically.
Inzult finds the silvers.
Yeah, it's
Pan has taking a moment to think about it.
so technically yes, that is the southwest corner of the map because it is in the lower left quadrant, just barely. Map for Inzult with David Bomber 10.
Don't you just love when you come out of a staircase and there's Patra about to bonk you?
At least Patrick gives you some degree of warning. You have like 2 seconds of spawn time to run somewhere. Uncle Wizzy just says, "Hey, what's up?" Wave. Yes, Inzult was waving his sword around, a little salty. Whereas all that time 7 was kind of squandered away.
Just checking these staircases, there's... I mean, once you're here, the die is cast. You gotta try and find Ganon, you gotta try and get through this. I don't think you can leave for the ladder unless you absolutely know you're blocked. Especially because he doesn't know where it is. I think he's at least missing 2 items, but I think he's missing 3.
I'm pretty sure you saw the hint though. You went to that coast spot and you went back and get the 3rd hint and bought it again to make sure you get the last hint on the side, so I'm sure you saw the first 2. So Panulphe knows where it is. Inzult has found Zelda the hard way.
Alright, good to know.
All that remains is delicious pork barbecue.
That shutter door will not open until you defeat Ganon. And once you defeat Ganon, it'll automatically be open regardless of what's in the room.
Now the tricky part is finding where Ganon is. The map has kind of forced them into the bottom part of 9.
BTR, thank you for the kind words. Also invite you to join us in the Discord, and you can get a lot of answers to any questions you can come up with, and even a few you can't.
As I mentioned, the video by Anaginos put up that really massively large, 1 hour long breakdown of flags and general hints. That's definitely on the Discord as well. And your handy dandy pins. However, it's like there's 5 tournaments on this channel, so Discord's probably not gonna work. That link, I gotta find I will find the link proper.
So speaking of the ladder block possibility, that does mean we know that the way to Zelda's room is not ladder blocked. We don't know if Zelda's room itself is ladder blocked, but we also don't know where Ganon is yet. And this is the room that's really concerning. So Inzult's going to give us a look at it pretty fast. And if he finds Ganon, it's a huge advantage. Some quick valuable information just walking through this. Question if the dungeons are randomized. The dungeon shapes are randomized and also the rooms are different, so this isn't the normal level 9 room set.
If not, I think it goes. The first version of the seed had the same rooms, but organized differently. So you had 9 shape and 9's room content, but all put together in a different order. The shapes is actually purely random. You set it to either way. So you have rooms from all different dungeons, available. So there might be an extra room, like an extra double staircase room, like these 2 blocks here, that might not work or might work extra than you're used to.
Didn't check that top northwest room. I would have wondered if there was a staircase there.
I'm actually kind of impressed by that reverse clip. That was a no-looker.
Oh, it looks like he's out of bombs, so he went back for this room knowing bombs were on the floor. Information is power.
So is TNT.
I don't know. I don't think their ratings are very good anymore.
Well, not till the basketball season's playoffs. TNT, we play all comedies.
Well, it's network that built itself on playing Gilligan's Island. So we're still on the look for Ganon here. And obviously it's the northeast that has the most unexplored for Pan. Pan is ducking out of the dungeon. Is he going to go for the 9? Go for the ladder is what I'm trying to say.
Nope. Pan wants bombs.
But will you double up the purpose? Well, he got him right here, so that might cause him to go back in. It looks like 4's not enough. Well, go visit the fairy. You're right here.
Shihali speaks of the illustrious boomstick. There's a modification.
Oh, the bait block is
Oh, no. That could be a thing.
Pan has
never
the
mind.
bait. Pan has the bait. Inzult does not. Inzult's
But is
been
it-
short on money the whole seed.
Yeah, but I mean, that's right next to a room going up. That'd be impressive. That room has a staircase in there, and there's no way to bomb in there or walk in there. That could be a thing. Let's find out.
Ooh, this is
Never mind.
this is a choice. I think that's the
Nah.
smarter play, but what a choice, because that heart would have been the minimum for magic, and he's still running around with the white sword.
I mean, wizard, yes, but
What's
being able to dive the 9 and never have to leave because of health. You know, or you're not relying on a drop of a fairy or something like
the book?
that. Ugh. My day is ruined. 9:30 and the day is ruined.
Just because it wasn't a bait block?
No, it was a book.
Well, you didn't pick up the book. I mean, if you pick up the book, that'll ruin your day. It can't be just seeing the book that ruins your day.
I mean, seeing enough is bad enough. Seeing Candlejack by accident have something.
The book adds fire to the wand, which makes it more risky instead of just spamming the wand, especially against Patras, where you would want to double attack it with the wand and the sword.
Yeah, tricky. You can't hurt yourself. It does open up rooms that are dark. If you're really in a pinch in the overworld, you can use the burn bushes if you're really accurate. But it's a real pain in the neck. Wolfley, you can call that DLC.
So we know that Pan's greatest possible advantage, which was the bait block, is off the table. We still don't know if Inzult's best possible advantage, the ladder, is off the table or not.
And the room, other than that one Chevy room we saw, which you get around, it seemed. So the ladder has not yet played itself as a important factor.
Also, Inzult didn't find the compass, but he did actually find Zelda's room, so both of them know where it is.
They both have silvers. They're basically just trying to find Ganon. They don't know it. They're basically neck and neck.
Yeah. And Pan does have the medicine as well, so that could prove an advantage. So many possibilities still ahead, and we still have like a quarter of this dungeon unexplored.
Yeah, they can't seem to break into that one quadrant.
Find the magic staircase or the magic bomb hole.
There's a bomb hole. Here's the meat block.
And he has it, so why not use it?
If nothing else, you guys have your inventory, so your select button pressing is a little faster. About the map too, so basically they're not worried about bombing to a fake wall as often.
Okay, we're up here with Patra. Is there no way out of this room? That's a really trolly staircase then.
Also, Panulphe is not using the arrows at all, despite the literally 200 rupees available. Panulphe is not actually firing arrows and stuff. There you go.
So obviously he didn't explore level 7 fully to find the bomb upgrades.
Well, Inzult also explored, but didn't actually cannot afford them, so they're still an even kill there as well. And also Panulphe
If out of bombs, is he gonna have to leave over that, or
maybe
are there other possibilities for him to check first?
And Panulphe also didn't spend all that time in 7 trying to find things, so the trade-off there is that they had the same end result, and the time spent was much less. So Panulphe, despite having no sword for like 45 minutes, despite missing items, and having no ladder, I don't know, just seems like the odds are in his favor.
And I'm guessing Inzult wants the bombs.
Yeah, can't get Panulphe's screen, but given that 9 has been explored almost fully, Ganon's gotta be here somewhere.
Patch regarding the bomb wall. Alright, we're running out of rooms.
Running out of bombs, though. If you're this deep in 9, you're out of bombs, you got a real problem.
That left will not bomb. That's the Patcher room with the staircase. I didn't see him try and bomb down there.
Did not.
Or has he been in that room?
There's a door down here to go into that room.
Okay. Fair enough. Inzult is going to pick up some bombs. We wait with bated breath. Will Ganon be rooms away? Unfortunately, we don't have the audio, so I don't know if we're hearing a roar or not, but we know the choices are running low.
I can't wait with bated breath. Bait's gone.
On va pas faire le con. Je suis là.
Well, somebody had to eat it. They could have bated breath.
Ooh, I hear Ganon. Down left.
Si je l'entends d'en dessous, c'est qu'il est à gauche.
Ooh, Panulphe doesn't start dropping any curse bombs. Because we got Panulphe audio.
Allez. C'est qu'il est à gauche. Allez, je vais tenter. Je vais tenter de l'avoir par la gauche. Allez. Putain.
Yep, unfortunately, too much background noise going on for Panulphe there.
Yeah.
So we'll head on back to Inzult's audio feed.
Inzult is back in here with 8 more bombs.
Yeah, that's a lot. They say pardon your French. That's a lot of French to be pardoned. Yep, you heard Ganon for a brief second. Ganon is just below the L, I think, and he can't get to that room.
And he's out of bombs now.
Ooh, deep in the heart of 9. Very few non-dropping enemies. I mean, you have silvers. If you see those fires again, go back and kill the fires and silvers. Okay, so those are wondering about the race here that I was wrong about. Inzult's Canadian. But yes, Panulphe is in France, therefore the time frame for Panulphe's race is catered to French time. Good surprise, the East Coast is not the only place in the world.
Pan finds the book and says nope.
To my knowledge, again, I think it's just below the L on the level 9 moniker there. Because I heard briefly on Panulphe's stream that there was a roar between the savage French cursing.
And Inzult has already given us a look at that northwest area, so we know Ganon is not up there. So there's very few possible rooms left.
That's because we're illiterate savages. I can read A and B. That's all I needed in this game.
Pan has had to duck out needing more bombs because it's just been that kind of level 9.
It's a bad day when you have map and you know, like, oh, this room can't possibly be a bomb hole. We try these spots that can be viable. And the map doesn't care.
So, by the way, between these two runners, Pan got to level 9 first. He came right here from level 5. And that was at 1 hour 14 minutes. So we are at a 20-minute level 9 dungeon exploration yet and still don't know where Ganon is. Or have not seen Ganon yet, I should phrase it that way.
Yes, fortunately, in case of bomb walls, this little piggy built his house of bricks. And these bomb walls are not falling down.
Pan has had to duck out for bombs twice. Inzult did it once. And oh, by the way, on top of all of that, Inzult has the ladder, Pan does not, and there's still a chance for that to troll you.
You can only imagine if Ganon finds the Chevy room, or you find Ganon, he's in the Chevy room and you can't get to him anyway. Like, we don't need his audio. We'll hear the cursing from here. That'd be
It'll
transatlantic.
be international.
It'd be transatlantic foulness. No stopping that.
Don't even have to speak French.
You just know from the inflection. Like, yeah, that probably shouldn't be said for the kids.
Oh, is that it? Is that the right way?
Yep, that's the right way. Inzult, through sheer luck, has found the correct path through Ganon. The ladder was not required. Panulphe had it built in. Oh dear.
Inzult does not have a potion, by the way. He does have Red Ring. There's a good room for fighting Ganon in. Nice and plenty of space.
So
And he's
Panulphe
got the white sword.
had the right gamble going. Just made the wrong decision.
Not picking up Ganon, though. Only got 2 hits so far.
Oh, he's getting drivered. Careful, careful. Uh-oh.
Oh, not good.
Oh.
Takes the death, but he does know where Ganon is, so go visit the fairy. Get a full set of health before you go back. Don't try and do this on 3 hearts. And we just lost our restream.
That's unfortunate. Stay tuned! It's back up. Here it comes. Hooray!
We're back, folks. No panic. No panic. No panic. No panic. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay.
Here we are. We're back
And
on.
Inzult's ignoring my advice. He's going back with the 3 hearts.
Well, at an hour 40 the seed. And it's like, I gotta click in right now. I know where Princess is. I got Red Ring. I got very few hours left. That pig has to die.
I mean, if I had a blue potion, I'd like this play a lot more. But it's just, okay, if I don't pick up any hearts, how many hits can I even take from Ganon? And I just would like that full health so much. But if you ever watch me, I am big on my safety strats. I'm cognizant of my skill level, and so I love to take those safety strats to make plays a little bit better for me. In other words, my way won't work for everybody. So Pan has burned through all those bombs and again has not found the way to Ganon. We know he will need bombs to get there, but he's approached it from the wrong side, which kind of got faked out by the roar. Question by Sleepy Mario if there are total beginners in this tournament. Well, I wouldn't say you have anybody playing on their first randomizer seed, but yes, you have people who are very much new. But these runners have both obviously played the game a lot if they're playing on this level. And there's the stun lock! Oh, he lost it! He had it and he lost it! He's gotten far more hits on Ganon, though. I think he's 2 away. Well, I was wrong. He's gotta be close. Ooh. He got it. Oh! That is cruel!
That's not right.
Chat, emote of choice. Best emote you got to describe that. Rage emote, whatever you got. Something to describe that.
Awful. Awful death. Ganon did not care.
Ganon is so cruel. This time he is going for the hearts.
Alright. Both the fairy fountain. Both going back in screen for screen. One has location and white sword, one has wood and probably a great deal of salt right now.
Yeah, Pan has to get more bombs though. So it'll take longer to get back to 9. And they got 4. And Inzult goes back in now. Advantage is Inzult knows the path. Even when Pan gets back there, he does not know the path to Ganon yet, although he's narrowed his options down and might go to that left side, knowing he's got to go over.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a straightforward path to Ganon. It's just left, up, and right. So it's the longest possible trek to him, but it's a very straightforward path.
And I think Pan has bombed all the walls from the right side, so I don't think there's any other option for him at this point. But oh, how cruel it was. Can't get more than that.
Now there's one worse. You can kill Ganon and walk into him while still exploding and take the hit then. Alright, Pan's got bombs, going back in. Zelda's trying not to get hit in the way there. Inzult, you sound a little more tentative now. Inzult's not worried about being really careful about being hit, trying to avoid combat best you can.
And let's not forget, Pan has to do twice as many hits on Ganon because of that wood sword. But nothing's over till a runner has not done.
Still approaching the location again for round 3. Pan is... I'm not sure what Pan's at right now. Pan might be doing the staircase again. Nope.
Here we go. Much better life situation this time. And we saw Inzult get the stun lock on briefly last time, so... Try and pick up that pattern. 2 hits. Just really having trouble picking up that Ganon in this room. But that red ring, worth its weight in gold. Of course, it doesn't weigh anything, so...
Oh. Yeah, Inzult seems to be engaging in the middle of the room, which is really dangerous. Wow. Down again.
And by the way, medicine is not an option for him. He never found the letter. It might be in the grave area, possibly, but there's no way you can go looking for the letter. So he's just got to try and do this off the ferry.
Meanwhile, in France land, we have found the pig.
Has he got the stun lock? Well, Ganon gets away.
Alright, here's Ganon's trick here. Ganon goes invisible and moves in a figure 8 pattern.
Question in chat,
So-
if Pan has a potion. He does have the red potion, and he queues that up just in case.
This Pan has 2 potions to use.
And you see he's taking a little more conservative pick-up Ganon approach because he knows Ganon's going to come to that spot. So just dodge some fireballs and then stab in the right area. Hadn't kept the stun lock on, but he's gotten a lot more hits and taking fewer hits himself. That's what I'm trying to say. He'll use that potion for safety. He's got Ganon down. Bacon is served.
At long last, we can start breakfast.
Now he's got the compass. He knows where Zelda is. But, I hate to say it, there's one possible troll remaining.
Can Zelda be behind the moat?
One above,
Ah, that's how we knew.
or one below. Yep. Didn't check the bomb wall. I did check that just for... What else am I gonna do with them?
Hey Fred, look what I found.
Oh, he didn't actually find his way to Zelda's room. I'd forgotten about that. He just has the compass and knows the general area.
Alright, well, it's right here. So, you have two chances, and both ways might have a moat in the way. Barring a Chevy room, Zelda should be attainable either by south or by west.
Here we go.
Not wide open.
GG.
Drop your GGs, folks. This time.
Pan completes it in 1 hour, 45 minutes, 41 seconds, according to SRL. That was a pretty significant comeback, I feel. Great play by Pan.
Yep. And Inzult's gonna be mad. 4 cracks again now. I'm just gonna put the pig down. Zelnos, there was a chance that Zelda was hiding in a room blocked by a moat or water that Panulphe cannot get to without the ladder. Alright, pig is down. Let him fly. Let him fly.
And Ganon goes down on Insult's side. Trying to get our runners in here for some post-race words. There was some time concerns, and this was a long run, so not sure how much time they'll have.
And we shall see. Was he Panulphe in the Discord proper? Let's see.
Inzult, by the way, did find the path to Ganon's room earlier.
Yeah, Inzult had 3 cracks again before Panulphe had the first. So, it's not a matter of routing, it was a matter of just, unfortunate Ganon, that one fight where you're down to 1 hit each, and Inzult in the middle of the room to engage Ganon. There we are. More GG's for Inzult.
Inzult is with us now.
Oop. I'm not hearing Inzult, but yes. Inzult is in the room.
I'm working on trying to get Pan in here.
Alright, Insults momentarily will be with us. No, Pan's here. Why can't we get Pan Boom? Pan might be on the phone. Might be a... might not be a computer Discord.
What a race we ended up seeing between these two. So close for most of it. Pan was the first one to get into 9, but had to duck out the 3 times for bombs.
Yeah, the main difference is routing around Pan explored most of 9 on the west side, or the east side first. Despite the hint of Ganon there with the sound, could not break through that wall on that side. So unfortunately, you had to go back around the long way.
There we are, Pan. Good game.
So good game to both. We have them both in here. So good work on both parties.
Okay, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
There we are. Hello, Inzult.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad, not bad. Just watching the stream here. This very, very tight race.
Oh, I feel like I played awful there. I sunk so much time into 7 and it was completely useless.
It wasn't awful. It was a gamble for the silvers. You knew there were a few spots left to look into. And given the underworld enemies we saw so far, the chance of a heavy wizard infested 9 was definitely a reality.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about going into 9 without silvers, and 7 was the only level that I didn't know what the item was. So I just decided to go on in.
I'm in. Hello.
There's Panulphe.
Welcome,
Hello.
Pan. Good game.
Thanks. I was lucky in the end, I guess.
How about trying to find that bomb wall?
Yeah, that was the one I was looking for. And I was not going the right way. I was happy because I had the meat, so I thought, yeah, I can go on and find the staircase because I was without the ladder. And I said, no, I can't ladder clip, so how can I reach Ganon? And then the bomb wall was there, and I did it.
We were worried for you right down to the end about not having that ladder. How comfortable did you feel going into 9 at that point?
Not very. I thought, what if Zelda is right in the middle of surrounded with moats? And I said, okay, let's try it. You never know. But I was happy to find the silver arrow quickly in 9, so I was relieved because I didn't go into 7 because I didn't know what was in 7. I knew that the other item is 8 was the ladder, but I didn't know what was in 7, so I said I hope it's not in 7, and it wasn't.
Okay, I have to ask this. How much have you practiced your swordless combat? Because I think you went through the first half hour without picking up the wood sword.
The practice is back a few months ago because I haven't played Zelda a lot. I've been doing crepes online live and some other things, but not Zelda. So I was not sure where to look for it, and there was all these Lionels around and dark nuts around, so it was really difficult to move in the other world.
Yeah, I will say the overworld, dark nuts and Lionels, so a lot of hard blocks. Especially if early on, with Wood Sword for a while, Wand for a while, Dark Nuts kind of ignore the beams, so the Wand is still only a sword at that point. So it was dangerous in the overworld, a lot of tight corners, lots of hard to maneuver small spaces.
Yeah, I got the red candle early, so I was happy about that. But then I checked all the Amos except for the one holding the wand, so I was happy to have finally a weapon I can use against some other enemies.
Inzult, you had a little bit of trouble with the Ganon fight, but kind of were just committed to that strategy because no ladder and no potion available.
Yeah, well, normally I like to pick up the letter, so if I have not a lot of hearts for Ganon, I can pick up a potion as well. Or, find a take any and take a potion, but it felt like I didn't even search like maybe a quarter of the overworld, so I didn't find any of that stuff.
Yeah, we did not see letter. I'm not even sure where it's at, even now. So, potions were found by taking any only.
And, yeah, I mean, that Ganon, I don't know why I was having like that much trouble. Like usually it's not so bad, but I don't know. I even killed him once, and then he got me from beyond the grave. So
Yeah, that unfortunate last second fireball. Chat gave you plenty of emotes in reaction.
Does feel bad, man.
Yeah, there's only two. There's that one. And there's the touching the ashes too early. They're the two ways that gang can still get you beyond. So both are horrifying, and I've done both. So it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, I was happy to get the potion after looking for bombs and getting the fairy to replenish my hearts. So I said, why not check the push block? And then there was the potion. I hesitated. I said, do I take the heart? And I said, no. If I have to fight Ganon with the wooden sword, I need to get this potion because I didn't have the ladder to get the white sword and not enough hearts to get the magical sword.
Let's get some final thoughts. Inzult still a few weeks ahead of the Swiss tournament. Any takeaways?
I mean, I guess I should just bail on. I spent a lot of time in 8 as well as 7, and I guess I didn't really need to. So I guess just leave dungeons until a little bit later. That would be the main thing.
And
Well, I don't know. I think it's a lucky win. I took a gamble with not taking the ladder. I spent a lot of money on clues to be sure that I was not missing items, and I decided to leave 7, and then I got lucky in the end, I guess, because I think that the double kill with Ganon and Inzult dying at the same time was what was required for me to win this one. So it was fun. So I'm happy to be in this race because Inzult I knew in Zelda 2 and some other games, and I'm happy to have raced against him. And I wish all the participants in the tournament a good luck.
Well, we thank you both for putting on a great show this morning and wish you luck going forward in the tournament. Wolf, any final thoughts to share?
Final thoughts. It's week 1. You need 3 to get into the guaranteed round, 2 to get into the playoff game. You got plenty of time to, if you think you had a mistake you made, you have plenty of time to polish up. Otherwise, it's luck. It's randomizer sometimes. So if you go left and they go right, and they find 3 swords and a bunch of hearts, and you find a boomerang, next race is always next race.
Thanks, everyone, and sorry for the swearing in French. Bye.
And thank you, Alan, for being our tracker this morning. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for hosting us and being such a great partner. Thank you to all of you who turned out and watched our race this morning, and wish you all a great day.
Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.